San Francisco is the center of the tech revolution.
It started in a garage with Jobs and Wozniak. It's where Twitter was made. It's where Facebook was made. It's where Google was made.
But now the best things in tech are happening in our offices.
This is the program that gets you in the game.
Today, are you ready to raise some money? My name is Dave McClure, and I'm a greedy, blood-sucking venture capitalist.
Dave is kind of like a nerd whisperer.
Dave McClure is an interesting character. Maybe I'll just leave it at that.
He clearly likes to buck the system,
I'm awesome!
but it works.
I'm Brady Forrest. I'm looking for the next big invention.
You want a leg up in the hardware space? You should talk to Brady Forrest.
He runs a very tight ship.
Our accelerator program is a 16-week business boot camp for startups. Each week, we'll feature a different company going through our program.
Roost is Airbnb for physical storage space.
We made cooking robots.
We are reinventing the coffee industry.
Wow.
This is a device for your home that you talk to, which allows you to control other connected devices.
FishBit is the world's simplest aquarium monitoring controller.
So everyone can start saving their fish.
I want Vango to be the iTunes for art.
We'll take your crazy idea and turn it into a real live business.
This week,
Oh my gosh.
it's Vango.
Vango is a marketplace that connects independent artists with buyers looking for original art. Growth story, like around 0%.
But we don't make it easy to get there.
Something's broken.
We break them down. You are not Steve Jobs. Get the off the stage.
We push them, we redesign their product.
At 25%,
Why do I care about that? Is it relevant to this pitch? After 16 weeks,
We'll let you pitch in front of investors worth.
billions of dollars.
Some will walk away with a big fat check.
And others will walk away with nothing. Stay win, it's like nothing else in the world.
Cheers.
Welcome to the Bazillion Dollar Club.
our meeting with the team is today at 3:30, so I'm very nervous.
Yeah, I am like scared shitless.
My name's Ethan. I'm the CEO and founder of Vango. From the time I was a little kid, I loved building things, and my mom's just like, you're gonna start something, you're gonna create something when you get older. I don't know what it is, but you're a creator. I studied economics and psychology at the University of Virginia. Afterwards, I got a job at one of the big four, Deloitte, as a consultant, but I couldn't deal with a corporate structure or a 9-to-5 job. I wanted to do something on my own, so I ultimately decided to quit my job and start Vango. Vango was born out of a personal struggle where I was trying to find original art, but just realized how difficult it was to do so. Vango is a marketplace that connects independent artists with buyers looking for original art. We let you visualize the art on your wall so you can see exactly how it will look in your space. I think there's a desire for everyone out there to have something unique and different and original. But when it comes to art, people are often very intimidated. We make pricing simple, so artists start at prices $100, which is comparable to an IKEA piece or another generic piece of art, and they move up the more they sell. So we make it easier for people to buy original art. Being in Silicon Valley and at 500 startups, you know, it feels like everyone by the age of 20 has already started and sold 5 companies. And here I am, never having created a company before, my first one, and I'm definitely feeling a bit nervous and over my head. And on top of that, you know, I'm bringing 4 people with me who have followed me to do this, and so I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders, and I'm really feeling the pressure to make this a success. I want Vango to be the iTunes for art. I mean, everyone goes to iTunes to buy music. I want them to go to Vango to buy art.
I'm Win. I'm a co-founder and CTO. I deal with all of the engineering. Ethan and I worked together at a big consulting firm, and so we met up and told me his idea. For about 11 years, I was gainfully employed, but decided to take a leap of faith with Ethan. Then we started drawing up plans the next week. It was life-changing because basically, after I left my last company, I was living off savings.
He is very data-driven, very analytical, whereas I'm like the opposite. So we balance each other out very well. Win is very different than many engineers in that he's an amazing dancer. Forbes magazine said he was the best-dressed hacker in the Bay Area. I might have said it, but they quoted it, so.
My name is Stephanie, and I am the marketing lead at Vango.
Stephanie is the youngest of the team. She was actually a former intern. She has a background in art, and so she brings that element to the team.
Choosing to work at a startup is like a little bit of a risk. I think I don't mind taking the risks, but you know, like talking to my mom, she's like, so how's the company doing? Like, you guys still around? I was like, yes, Mom. Like, I'm still around.
So my name is Monique. I go by Mo, and I work at Vango.
Oh my God.
Monique focuses on artists, outreach, and community, and brings a positive energy to the office.
I took a huge pay cut because I wanted to be part of building something.
Ow.
I mean, these are my friends, you know, we have fun together, we go out together, but at the end of the day, like, it's up to me to make sure that this company succeeds so that we're still going and they have a job tomorrow. I'm really excited about starting 500. This is it for us. You know, we've had reasonable growth, but I think we really need to step it up to hit that next level.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, how's it going, guys?
How's it going?
Sitting down in the onboard meeting with Dave, Brady, and staff, I mean, it's terrifying. We want them to believe in us. We want them to believe in our ability to succeed.
So why don't we start off with like who you guys are, where you're at with the business?
We are Vango, and what our kind of mission and drive is to make art accessible, make people enjoy the idea of like discovering art. You know, there's things that are intimidating about the art world. Galleries can be intimidating. I think pricing is really confusing. Okay. And it's time consuming to go out and find that piece that you really like.
So these are how our collections are displayed on our homepage of the app.
And you were showing, I can see this against my wall.
You can search for a piece that you might like and then take a picture of your walls.
That's the scale?
Yeah.
That looks good.
Okay. How much do you have in the bank?
You can be honest.
Yeah, enough to get us through demo day.
Sorry, seriously, how much though?
150,000.
And how much do you want to raise on or after demo day?
Our goal is to raise 1.5 million.
If Vango wants to raise $1.5 million, they're going to have to show investors they've got traction, they've got growth, that they've got their act together. How do you guys measure your success?
Yeah, I mean, so as an e-commerce platform, I mean, obviously revenue. So this month we should do about 40,000 in total sales.
What's been growth over the last 6 months?
We were doing 6% quarter, like for the last 2 quarters growth.
That doesn't blow me away. I'm looking for more there, or like seeing ways that we can accelerate that.
Absolutely.
Right now, Vango's doing $40,000 a month, 6% month-over-month growth. They got to be doing $80,000 to $100,000 a month, and they got to be doing ideally 20% month-over-month growth. You definitely need customer acquisition and growth. You might have to figure out, do I have to recruit influencers or even a celebrity investor?
Yeah.
And hopefully, as that starts picking up, fundraising will get easier.
Yeah.
Okay, get out and see you.
Cool.
I'm most excited about them just because I'm a huge art lover.
I generally just really like the mission of the company because you always think of art as this elite thing. Only the richest of the rich who go to the Hamptons or whatever.
Would you like some art with your Grey Poupon?
The art market hasn't been hacked like this before.
Obviously, Ethan thinks this is a big market, but he's really got to convince investors it's a big market.
And that it's a big market that he can take, that he can own, that Van Gogh can make a difference in.
No, it's good.
Yeah, come over here. Let's talk real quick.
So what was the overall feedback on like our goals and like are they like?
Like I think we have the right goals. Like
Fundraising and user acquisition.
Yeah.
Coming out of that meeting, we have a lot of work to do. It's all about getting customers. Customers equal money, and we need it. Extra work all weekends. No one gets to go home early.
Yeah.
we bring companies into our program, we get the companies ready to pitch. There's three things that we want founders to be able to communicate. We want it to be clear, we want it to be specific, and we want it to be memorable. Okay, who's first? Let's go.
I'm new to the startup world, and as a result, I've never pitched. So there's a lot riding on these next few months. I've got to step up so that I can make it happen. Hi, my name's Ethan, and I'm the CEO of Vango, the fastest growing original art marketplace out there. How big can this be? The home decor market, or the wall decor market, is $12 billion online and growing 20% annually. I was thinking too much.
You were talking a lot, and
Yeah.
why is that? This is like for everybody. If you practice a script too much, and then you get on stage and you up one word, you'd be like, oh, I didn't say it the right way. And like, there is no right way. Just get used to saying your talk in 15 million different ways. Don't get too locked into one specific way. It'll feel a little too stiff.
The number one thing I want to do is practice so it comes off more natural. As a leader, I feel bad when I don't pitch well. I mean, we have a huge opportunity with Demo Day, and I have to succeed. I have to nail it. We had our first pitch practice, and it did not go well. I mean, they made it clear I have a long way to go. Bloop. I signed up for improv because it helps me think on my feet, be ready for anything, and be confident on stage.
This is Emile. He is a French painter. Oui.
Improv is coming up with ideas or concepts and building off of them. When you're engaging with investors, they're going to ask questions that might catch you off guard.
You know, if you could do stand-up comedy, that's great. If you end up being a mime or something, that's great. But, you know, show me that you can mime the numbers climbing up the ladder, and then I'll give a damn.
Let's get these pieces out. Can we grab these?
I want to hang them because I think they'd be so cool, like 2 feet off the ground.
Every first Thursday of every month in San Francisco, galleries do the first Thursday art walk, and we're making our event a part of that. So we're doing the pop-up gallery to create brand awareness and grow our user base.
As people are coming in, greeting them and say, hey, welcome. See a piece you like, download the app to find out more.
I know we don't look very professional, but
We are. My business cards say Jill of all trades because I am basically doing everything, which is totally normal for a startup. Okay, careful. No. You have this like mentality where you're like, if I don't take that sacrifice at the beginning, then someone else will. And you don't want to give up that opportunity.
don't gasp, okay? You're not allowed to gasp.
It isn't until later where you're actually like going through the motions and exhausted and working a lot and not seeing like the paycheck that you're used to that it really sets in.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. Wait.
We're doing the event as part of our growth strategy.
So you should download the app.
If we can get 200 people to download the app, we know, based on our percentage, that 5 of them are likely to buy.
We got an app download.
Yeah.
Is that Arnold?
Type in your number, and I can send you the referral link.
That's cool. That's really cool. Thanks.
Don't worry, I won't use your phone number for anything else. Well, hey, it's me again.
Not bad, man.
How's it going?
Good.
Thanks for coming. These are 2 of the artists, actually.
How you doing?
Brady Elliott.
Hey, nice to meet you. This pop-up may not seem that big of a deal, but this is how it starts. You know, Yelp spread from city to city by throwing parties. I could picture Vango doing exactly that.
So these 2 are Elliott's pieces.
Those are awesome. Thank you. How many pieces have you sold?
Through Vango,
Yeah.
I think 17.
This pop-up event is a great experiment in brand awareness and hopefully grabbing new users. I'll be curious to see if they actually grow their app from it.
I think that over 300 people will come.
Okay.
And I think about 100 will download the app.
All right, 100. I'd say 100. I think that's a good guess. All right. Go team. Go team. Boom. Oh.
Hey, good
Yeah.
job, guys.
Yeah,
Good
way to
job.
go. Way to go.
My job is the customer service piece, and then I do a lot of artist recruitment and getting all the new art on the site to show.
So you're gonna get 2 lists out today, and then continue to send that out tomorrow,
Yeah.
maybe just like through the weekend.
I'm working my butt off, like, just always on.
You're doing office emails today?
Office, real estate, interiors. I took a huge pay cut with that understanding that I would get paid like when we had money. I need an intern literally just to print shipping labels. And then real life happens and you like get your bills and your student loan payments and your rent went up and you're like, this is rough.
It's either I get a raise or
I just have to like leave and maybe work part-time and get something else. We already have coffee. Do you want a coffee walk?
Yeah. So what else is on your mind?
This is like so awkward for me because I just hate bugging anyone.
Yeah.
But I feel like I just wanted to like bring up the conversation again about like if I would either potentially go part-time or like just have some sort of raise.
I love Mo. She's an incredible person and a needed member of this team.
This is like challenging every part of my personality to like be annoying and like bring it up, but like I just feel like there's just like regular life pressure to like start making money.
We can't afford to lose Mo, but at the same time, I can't afford to give her the raise that she deserves. And so it's a really tough spot to be in.
Asking for money is just one of the most awkward things you can do, especially when you are friends.
I know Vango is cash-strapped right now, but employee retention is really important for a startup. Everybody is doing so much, and there's so much institutional knowledge built up in just one person. And if you lose them, it can really devastate the company, both knowledge-wise and morale-wise.
It's like a couple things. You've been awesome, and you're like a huge contributor to the team. What I don't want you to feel is that it's like a level of appreciation. Like, because obviously your contribution is huge. But do you think you can stick it out until demo day? I wish I could give Mo her raise. I mean, if I could, I would. We just don't have the cash to do it right now.
Okay, I'm in. We're gonna make it rain.
Make it rain and compensate you to what you deserve. Mo believes in me. She's taken a huge leap of faith, and now I'm the one. I have to deliver on demo day. Hey, Wynn, come here for a second. We are leaving no stone unturned. I mean, we will do whatever it takes to get our growth numbers. One way is that we could get a celebrity to endorse our product that could drive a lot of new users. You mentioned that you know the hairdresser that knows Tom Franco. Wynn's stylist is officiating a wedding at Tom Franco, who's James's brother's gallery. So James Franco's an artist. Obviously, his brother has a gallery. So, like, it seems like a natural fit that maybe she could be like, oh, hey, yeah, James Franco, be a great investor because he fits our target audience.
I can call her today and see what she can do.
Yeah, give her a call, see what happens.
Like right now.
No better time than the present. This is the startup life. You have to hustle, no matter if you're trying to get users or investors. And in this case, it's the 6 degrees of James Franco, and we're chasing whatever angle we can to get an introduction.
Who are you calling?
My stylist.
See how I didn't laugh? Because that could be very true.
Wait, what?
That Wynn would have a stylist.
I mean, she's not really a barber. She's a stylist.
Does this pertain to our company at all?
Yes,
Okay.
actually it does.
Hey, is Sybil working right now?
Sybil.
We don't even have stylists.
I have a question to ask her. Is there any way I can get her number?
It sounds like he's asking her on a date.
Tell her it's Win. I'm not asking her. I know about her husband. Yeah, she's booked up all day.
Could you just leave her a voicemail?
Okay.
Did she literally cut your hair this morning?
Yeah. Getting a celebrity investor on our side would be pretty awesome. So I think this is one of our few chances to do it. So there's a lot of pressure. Hey, Sybil, it's Win. I just wanted to see if you can give me a call back and talk about what the. Yeah. So you talked to me this morning about the wedding at Tom Franco's art gallery. I was wondering if you might be able to, I don't know, introduce the company to him, my company. So if you can give me a call back, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, it sounded all weird, but thanks. Can you delete a voicemail?
It was the awkwardest thing I have ever seen.
Let's be glad she's a friend already.
Yeah. So I'm not really the hustler on the team. I don't know what happened. I don't leave voicemails. I text. Who leaves voicemails? It's kind of traumatic.
Hey, Vango, what's up? We're halfway through the program. We need to see the companies making progress. We got to see growth. We got to see traction here. It may sound a little selfish, but, you know, our reputations are on the line, too. If these companies fail, we look like idiots. So we are halfway through the accelerator program and getting things together for demo day. We're kind of in home stretch. We really want to start, like, talking about what's the pitch going to look like and what are the highlights you're going to hit. Growth story? What's monthly growth rate?
I mean, we are on pace to essentially grow like around 0% this month.
That's really bad. I might start freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
Vango's trying to raise $1.5 million on demo day, and right now they're going backwards, not forward.
No one is going to want to put money into a company that is getting smaller. What did that pop-up gallery do for you?
It's hard to measure. I think one of our challenges we see from the time someone signs up to purchase is 6 weeks.
Wait. I don't feel like you guys have done much paid acquisition research.
We are experimenting like hell with literally different distribution channels this month specifically, and Facebook and Twitter, and kind of said like, okay, we need to try other things. Let's try video.
We were still in testing mode and
Yeah.
That feels like an area where I would spend time.
Yeah.
The path to growth, like the path to greatness, is not always obvious. These companies may have different ways that they figure out how to get big, how to get customers, but they have to figure it out.
How'd it go?
Yeah, how'd it go?
it's super crappy. I was like, yeah, I mean, we're hustling and like we want to grow still. He's like, you're still testing and you're still figuring stuff out, but just figure it out.
No sleeping.
This is Ethan with Vango.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jane.
Jane.
She's a friend of mine. She works at YouTube. She's been there for quite a while.
We have to get our numbers back up before demo day. YouTube could potentially be a great channel for us to acquire users and get that growth we need.
First thing you should do is just get your company channel.
Yeah.
And then why don't you start thinking about stories that your artists can tell?
Can you think of any examples, like channels he might want to emulate?
We had some channels in the past who would do like, they would come up with a format. It might be too open-ended to say to your community, oh, you know, just film 2 minutes of you talking about your art. But if you said, okay, the format is 5 questions with so-and-so artists, and you've got the 5 questions as cards that you supply to them. You don't need an interviewer. It makes them feel comfortable because they already know what the prompts are. And it, you know, it helps them structure that conversation in a way that gets to what you would want them to get to.
Yeah. I'm going to take Jane's advice to help our artists feel comfortable creating videos so that we can get more of that content. Because I think if we can tell that story, we can sell so much more art.
Can I get a bottle of tequila?
Tequila? Yeah, of course.
You know, I think we ask people to practice a lot because we want them to get comfortable with the pitch. We want them to get comfortable with multiple variations.
Ethan, you know this pitch inside and out, right?
Yeah.
How about with some Patron?
Okay. All of this?
You have this afterwards.
This is like a triple shot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dave always likes to throw in the curveball to make it more difficult than it has to be. Cheesy posters and IKEA prints that we're super embarrassed of. And we want something more. We want something original. Everything we do is with good design. I don't know.
Ethan kind of still sucks at pitching.
Yeah, I guess the improv classes didn't really work.
So, if you want to help change the way people view original art or find that perfect piece for yourself, come find Vango. Thank you.
Did that feel long to you guys?
Yeah, I would try and get there faster. Right now, he's not really very amped up or energetic.
You've got one chance to sell your product when you're pitching people. The last thing you want to do is put me to sleep.
We need to see a lot more enthusiasm.
Dude, look at this. We're the first one on the lifestyle section for gifts for mom.
That's awesome.
At the top. We're always hustling to get Vango out there. I mean, I'll talk to anyone and tell anybody about it. So, of course, Apple's high on our list. And so we had pushed a new update. We sent a note to their developer team, not expecting any response or, any reaction. And lo and behold, one day we find out that we're featured on the App Store.
That looks so good.
I can't believe that Van Gogh is this lucky, that they got featured on the App Store right now.
Using products like Google or Facebook or Twitter or Apple, you can really get access to hundreds of millions, if not billions of people all over the world. That's really what's changing how startups are being built today. In particular, that's changing how startups are growing today.
I mean, after everything we've tried failed, we struck gold with this Apple feature. This is huge. Well, did you see what Apple did? They put the two icons on this side. That was so slick.
Oh, shit. Something's broken.
What?
I don't know what's going on. Our search is up everything. Our search is broken.
Shoot. I'm getting an error.
Apple doesn't tell you if they feature you, so this was completely out of the blue. We weren't ready for this amount of traffic all at once.
You can't do anything with artwork. So I took down the site.
The app works or no?
No, the site's down. The app doesn't work, right?
App doesn't work.
Apple features us, and it's like the site's down.
So
The app works or no?
App doesn't work.
Van Gogh's site is crashing right now. This is what killed Friendster. They couldn't keep up with their own traffic.
That's all it says? It can't do something like a little more happy?
We haven't built anything.
What's a witty comment for why our site is down?
All right, think of something witty.
Like, if he just makes something that looks way better than that, I don't care what it is. I don't want to show it to the team, but I'm freaking out that the site is down right now. This is awesome.
Ethan's acting like everything's cool and like the site being down isn't that big of a deal, but I know in his head he's probably just running through every scenario as to how we can fix it.
BRB, like AIM. What about like don't cry over spilled paint?
We're cleaning it up or something. I don't know. We're cleaning.
Oh, I kind of like that. We're cleaning up some spilled paint. We'll be back up. Wayne is working very diligently to fix effectively our search, which will fix everything else. So he won't go to bed until that happens.
So I'm the only engineer on the team. I'm the only one who can fix it. So I need to go home, focus, take all distractions away, and just get down to it. There are two ways to fix a crash site. One is to throw money at it, In some cases, would be throw more servers at it, throw more bandwidth at it. Another way would be to refactor the code, which means to make the code do things more efficiently. An undefined local variable or method is being called. I know what that is.
I mean, we're just scrambling to do something while Win fixes the site. I mean, we don't know what to do. We're just frantic. Oh, guys, look. This is awesome. Check that out.
I fixed the problem, and the apps were back online, and we were flying from there.
Thank God Win fixed the site. Finally, we're seeing it. Like, the purchases are just coming in one after the other. I mean, we can barely keep up. Hey, guys, ready? All right, down three. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, guys. Hey. How's it going?
We're checking in on their numbers. We got to see some traction. We got to see some growth here. We got to get the numbers up from where they were when they started. All right, so we are here to talk about traction. Just wanted to kind of run over some of the numbers. Demo day is not that far away, and kind of want to know what you're going to be emphasizing on, or what you think you're going to be emphasizing on demo day, and whether you feel like you're on track with that.
So on demo day, we're going to focus on revenue.
Wait, you've got revenue?
We have revenue, which this month we're on pace for 35%.
That's great.
We worked really hard. I mean, between the pop-up gallery, the YouTube outreach, the Apple feature, I mean, we've got our growth numbers up.
So those numbers sound pretty good right now, assuming that nothing changes dramatically. You should be in great shape to have a pretty positive story. Vango's goal is to raise $1.5 million. They got the traction they need now.
But can they tell that story?
What goes on your wall says a lot about who you are. And we want to be original, but with art, we just don't know how. I need to finish my deck, get my story tightened up, and then really just practice my presentation every single day. So before I was practicing once a week, now it's every single day, just getting it down. Like,
hit it, baby.
Cue the music, right? I'm still figuring out what that is.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I think it's Iggy Azalea.
Let's just pretend we heard that music. Hi, my name's Ethan. Meet Diana. Diana's an MFA grad. She couldn't find a gallery to show her work, and she couldn't find ways for people to discover it. There's a transition I'm forgetting. Over half of our buyers have purchased, over half of our buyers have repeat purchased.
You know, where we are right now, we need demo day and we need the cash from these investors to keep us together as a company. The last 16 weeks, it's gonna be down to these 3 minutes. It's gonna be all on one guy, on Ethan. So that's making me nervous for sure.
More importantly, they spend more every time they come back.
Don't need to tell me a long story.
It was long, okay.
You are not Steve Jobs. Do not try and make this a long story. It's simple. Hi, we've got funding. We've got revenue traction. We make unsexy people sexy. Here's the proof. See this person? They were unsexy. Now they're sexy. See this artist? They were poor. Now they're rich. I'm done.
Okay.
Get off the stage.
Yeah.
Be enthusiastic. This is your life. You better get your shit together. You're gonna make $1 million. You're gonna raise $1 million. Aren't you excited? Hi, I'm here to see you. My product is killing it. Give me your money right now because other people are. If you wait, you will miss the opportunity. You will be like Dave, who did not invest in Uber at a $10 million price. You will be sad and you will be feeling stupid like I feel stupid because I missed a $100 million opportunity because I did not pay attention. Don't be that person.
Demo day's tomorrow, and my pitch needs some work. I mean, I'm going at it again and again and again to make every hour count. At 25% month-over-month growth, Vango's the fastest growing marketplace in original art. We have an incredible team. Prior to Vango, I was an international design thinker helping governments and Fortune 500 companies solve some of their
Why
toughest...
do I care about that?
I don't know. Do you not?
Do I care about that?
Maybe not.
Is it relevant to this pitch?
Maybe not.
You got to figure out, why am I saying this?
Yeah. What about into design thinking, which I'm used to like solving tough challenges like the art market?
Sounds elitist and exactly the opposite of what you were just trying to tell me about. You sound like that stuffy-ass bastard that you were just, like, criticizing. He's pulling in pieces from, like, all over the place. I was in Abu Dhabi. I was a consultant for this. And, you know, I think Ethan just got a little caught up in too much information. He's throwing the whole kitchen sink at us, you know, telling this story, telling that story. He needs to keep it simple. The key points are we turned losers into winners. Some of those losers are artists who aren't on our platform. Some of those losers are cool people who don't know how to buy art. We make them both awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
So just make sure you understand the primary points of your pitch. Everything else is filling.
Okay.
And you can do that 20 different ways.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
Thank you.
How do you feel now?
I'm gonna go get the water, but not what I needed. Why would Dave do that to me? I mean, what the
There's like a moment that I want to pitch for him just to like save him from having to do it. But that's like very fleeting. And then I'm like, I would never.
I was just practicing my pitch and Dave walks in. Of course, he's like, oh yeah, you should do this, this, and this, and change this. And it's like, great.
In the last minute.
Yeah.
I think the worst thing that you can do when someone has a bad pitch is tell them it'll be okay or tell them things were fine. Like, that's bullshit. You need to tell them when shit's bad, it was bad. You want to scare the hell out of them. You want them to get a little bit nervous about what's going on. You need to, like, tell them, hey, that sucked. Make it better.
Big day.
Are we doing this at the Computer History Museum because we're going to make history today?
We're gonna make history.
Everyone here? Big day. You have some words you want to share?
Don't it up, okay?
There's so many investors coming.
There's like 500 or 600.
All right, it's demo day. Yesterday, Ethan's pitch wasn't really together. I gave him a lot of feedback. Hopefully, he took some of that. He's got to sell the dream now.
There are 33 companies that pitched today, and you don't want to be lumped into one of the forgetful ones.
I feel the weight of demo day on my shoulders. I mean, the team has been working so hard and devotes so much to Vango. I want to make them proud.
We've been working hard to get the numbers and the traction that we need to look good on stage. And Ethan's been pitching and practicing and cleaning things up.
Thank you all for coming to Batch 12 Demo Day. This batch is 33 companies. About 40% of them are from another country.
I want to do well. I'm a little nervous, a little anxious. I am, man. I practiced 10 times last night. I practiced 10 times this morning. All right, that'll help take the edge off. That'll take the edge off.
Do you want some advice that my dad always gave me before games? You don't want to ever go at 100%. You want to be at 95%. And then go to 100 when you need to go to 100. Because 95% is under control.
Yeah.
You're perfect. You're breathing.
We have already turned 1 million smartphones into home security cameras.
Dude, what's the
95%.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Yeah.
We love you and we're proud of you.
Don't be too tired.
Mama loves you. Mama loves you. Our next startup is a bunch of starving entrepreneurs helping starving artists. They're connecting these independent artists to art buyers in a mobile marketplace. Please welcome Vango. Our next startup is a bunch of starving entrepreneurs helping starving artists. Please welcome Vango.
Hi, my name's Ethan. I'm the CEO and founder of Vango. At 25% month-over-month growth, Vango's the fastest growing marketplace in original art. I want to introduce you to David, an incredible artist with a master's in fine arts, who a few years out of school was forced to give up his dream and get a job as a bartender so he could pay the bills. There are 10 million other artists just like him out there who struggle to get an audience. Because most of us, we think about the art world like this: an intimidating environment full of people talking about art they don't understand for prices I know at least most of us on stage could never afford. At Vango, we change this. We make it so easy for you to find that piece that you love, and for a price that doesn't cost you an arm or an ear. Thank you, guys. Come disrupt this massively untapped market and paint the future with Vango. Thank you very much. Did I?
You knew it too. You knew it. It was better than
That was perfect.
I thought Ethan's story was dead on. The artist, the art buyer, and how they both used the site. I thought that was great.
Ethan really nailed it today. He took all that feedback, all the shit that we were complaining about, he really turned it around. Ethan, you rocked.
Now it's like the momentum. No, but that felt good.
The pitch is done, and I feel so relieved. I mean, it went well. We did it. Now we just have to go out and get investors.
I can search by room, and then if I want to see it on my wall, I turn it that way, and I can see it on my wall.
That's the line in our creative.
As I was sitting in the audience, I actually went to the person beside me, like, would you use this? Would you use this? And the answer I got was, yeah, I definitely would.
Yeah, we're a stage agnostic fund. Smallest check is $250K or so. Largest one is $50 million. So it's a large fund.
We'll take either.
Yeah, sometimes these things are diamonds in the rough, and these specialty marketplaces can really work. So I want to learn a bit more to see if that can happen.
It's super sticky. I think we're onto something.
Well, that's the interesting thing, the stickiness.
Yeah.
Like your repeat rates. Like,
It's great.
Once you get them in, they come back and
They
buy
come
more.
back
They
and
spend more on the second purchase.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Why do you think that is?
It's confidence is a big part of it. We've got 6 meetings tomorrow alone, and already I think we might close a couple deals today, so it feels good.
Oh my God. So congrats, you guys have a good day today?
Yeah. Are you a proud startup papa?
I'm very proud. I'm so tired.
We've got like 8 meetings tomorrow.
And so you're gonna stop drinking at 3? Is that good?
Yeah, see, I can't even go out. You know? I killed it on stage, and then all these investors coming out to us and excited about what we're doing it's incredible. The
What's
money
the deal?
so
Wow, but how are you?
Yeah. Demo day was huge for us. It was followed by having meetings the next day, the day after, that weekend, so that we could close that round very quickly.
thank you guys, because you made my job really easy. I think I've had 15 to 20 meetings in the last 2 days. You know, I know our goal was 1.5 million. We didn't hit exactly 1.5 because we raised 1.6 million.
Yeah! You like that dramatic pause?
You little trickster.
Hey, where's your choo-choo train?
Dave and Brady guided us through this whole process, and we wouldn't be here without them.
So let's celebrate. I
job.
figured we could have a toast.
Yeah.
All right.
Our 2 main goals for 500 startups was to have consistent growth and raise our seed round, and we nailed it.
All right.
We grew 28% month over month and raised $1.6 million.
We can pay your raise.
Done.
With this $1.6 million, we get to give Mo her raise, hire the engineering support to help win, and it gives us another year to figure out what we need to do to take this company to the next level. I mean, I see Vango being huge. We will be the iTunes for the art world. We're gonna take over. We're gonna be the place that everyone goes to buy an original art piece and where artists launch their careers. And with this team, I know we're gonna do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
To you guys, to 1.6.
Yeah.
To Vango. Cheers.
I'm proud of you guys. Cheers.
This season on Bazillion Dollar Club.
I can raise money because my company is worth something. Because I am going to conquer the world. People come in thinking, oh, I'm going to be Steve Jobs. No, that's absolutely wrong.
They said I would either end up in jail or running my own business.
I wanted to build this product since I was 10.
I think you guys would benefit from more money.
Hey, McFly, wake up.
That's not good. Kill it. This is a problem we need to investigate.
Do you guys think this is realistic?
This is an accelerator. We need you to accelerate.
$1 million will move them forward.
Yeah, but they need to make sure that shit works.
We've all been fighting fatigue. This is what separates the pros from the amateurs.
You're just pitching me everything under the sun.
You're offending people's intelligence.
Next week, it's Ivy.
This is a device for your home that you talk to. She allows you to control other connected devices.
It's an alarm clock.
I'm looking at Amazon reviews. They're pretty bad.
Hello, Ivy.
I am having trouble understanding your question.
I don't even know what's not working at this point.
Need you to pitch your shit in the next 5 minutes.
Today, we invite you to help us change the world.
You're missing the point.
It's all going to come down to the pitch. This is going to be $1 million pitch.
Please welcome Ivy.